How you doing? I'm Jeff with Jeff's Lawn Landscaping. I just actually got done doing a mulching job, and I was wanting to show you what I got done here. I ended up trimming these shrubs here and mulching. So mulched around this tree, around the shrubs, down the side. It actually has pretty good edge. It actually was already like that, but so I was wanting to point out here too, when you go to mulch, you can see the siding comes down here, and then as you go, you know, it's, I don't know if you can tell here, it's not as low. But when I go to mulch, I was watching, make sure I didn't get that mulch on that siding, because sometimes, you know, like if your mulch is black, you could you know, make the siding turn a little black, which, you know, you should be able to wash it off. But I tried to keep it a little thin, and then around there, and then around the trees, and then this edge here, I tried to keep that edge cleaned out and a little thinner, because if you fill that up, you're not going to be able to tell there's even an edge there. So she had it. When you do all this around through here, this little tree, and on the other side of the patio here. So I think it turned out pretty good. And she's got her flowers here on the patio. I think she's got a pretty nice setup here. Sit here and relax and look at all the pretty flowers, and she even has some frogs and different things in the beds. She got this here. Yeah, there's a little one here. Got this here. To me, I think that's kind of neat how you put different things like that around. She's got this on the rock. So actually, it didn't take me very long to get that done. I got up this morning, took my daughter to school, went and got the mulch and everything, and it was probably between 9:30 time I got done. I thought, well, I hate to come over here and get started and work a couple hours and have to go eat lunch. So I actually went ahead and stopped and ate breakfast this morning, and come over here and worked, which actually I got done a little quicker than what I thought I would be. But kind of enjoyed the day. The day's really nice out here, and I think it's supposed to start turning off cold this weekend. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm trying to enjoy this weekend as much as I can, or this week before the cold gets here. And yeah, I was kind of wanting to talk about passing out cards. I actually seen a video. I'm not sure who it was that had the video, or I'd say who it was, but actually it might be like a year old or something. But anyways, he was talking about how many business cards he passed out. Said he passes out a lot of them. So I want to push you, if you have business, to push out, pass out your business cards, and see if that helps you. So with me, actually I have, this is the cover to my phone, and I had to take it off when I go to video. But if you can tell, my cards are stuck in there. It's got a little holder to put my cards in there. So I always have that, and then I have a place here in the dash of my truck with cards. And I'm trying to push myself to pass out more cards. Usually, if I go to bid on a job, I'll give somebody a card. I still try to do that, but I'm trying to push myself to pass out more cards, places that I can go. For instance, we ordered a pizza, um, and they let you put your business cards there on the table or counter. So I ended up putting one there one day. My dad had a birthday, and I went to pick him up a birthday cake, and I ended up I ended up uh, seeing some newspapers with advertising and stuff in it, and I asked the person that was there. I said, "You think they would care if I left my business cards there by those papers?" And they said, "Oh, I don't think they'd care." So I went around, and there's about 3 trash cans in there with those papers, and I just laid my card there beside it. Um, when I went up there to get mulch this morning, they've got a pegboard, which actually I already had one of my cards up there, but I ended up putting 3 more on there, and I'm just trying to look around and find more places where I can leave my cards. And the way I look at it too, I mean, with you, you probably get your cards cheaper than what I do, but I ended up getting my cards, and I got several of them for I think $40. So to me, it don't bother me to pass them out. When I first got them, I always thought, well, that's like handing money out or whatever they cost. But if they're in the box sitting at your house, you're not going to make nothing off of them. If you lay them somewhere, a business or something, you may not make no money off of, but you got a better chance of making money with it laying there where people can see it than in your house where nobody comes in there and sees it. And I look at it too with $40. My minimum to mow a yard is $40. That's a small yard. So if I get and I've already had these cards for a while, so I know I've already made my money back. So to me, the rest of them's paid for, and I'm gonna pass them around. And I run out of them. That's fine. I'll go back and get me some more. So that's probably about the cheapest advertising you can do is buying them cards and passing them out. And I just want to say too, uh, where I live, I've got signs out, which I talk about this all the time. You might have already heard, but I've got signs, and there was somebody who was telling me one time that they come by my house, see my signs out there, and because we actually live by a drugstore, there's a restaurant there by it, so there's a lot of people that come by my house and see those signs, and they tell me about it all the time. One of them was talking about they come by and seen my signs and said, "Hey, we need to call this person and get them to give me an estimate on mowing." Well, they didn't end up getting my number off my sign, but then they went to the restaurant to eat that was by my house, and I had laid some cards of mine on the counter at this restaurant. And they said, so they passed my house up and was saying that, but didn't get my number. But when they went to the restaurant and they seen one of my cards, then they got one of my cards or wrote my number down, one of the two, and ended up calling me. So, if you can get your name out there in different places, you might be surprised on how many people might see it and give you a call. And I always like advertising around my house because I feel like the closer to your house you get, the better off you are. You won't have to drive as much and everything. So, but I appreciate you watching this, and I appreciate if you check out some of my other videos and like and subscribe. Thank you.